We're alive.
Alive is a word.
Tara is first in. Mr. Bishop comes in close second with a hello. Hi, everyone. They can hear us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure. All right, everyone. We are... I guess they don't really know that we're here, huh?
Yeah.
We are here tonight playing Horrified from Ravensburger. This is the Greek Monsters Edition, once again. The one that we shamefully got absolutely annihilated at last October, if I recall correctly. That was in October. But it's okay, because I have brought in reinforcements. First, we have brought the actual god of being a douchebag, Zeus!
Yeah, you're not wrong. I do go by that name sometimes.
And also, to hopefully be a guiding light in all this ignorance and insanity, we have my dear brother, student of anthropology at Tulane University. This is Sean Leachester here tonight.
Hello, everyone.
I don't think that you can get in camera. We kind of have it set pretty far. There's your hand, at least. There you go. No, don't do it, because you know if you touch it, we'll never get it in this good of a position again. So don't.
Do it.
We're like those old infomercials from the 50s, you know, where you just saw the hands. But before
when hand modeling was a thing,
Those were high-paying jobs.
they were actually. But anyway, before we get to that stuff, we do have a few things to mention.
I'm here too. Hi.
Oh, god damn, now I actually feel bad. The bishop is not in the corner tonight. He'll actually be playing with us tonight.
He's on the floor tonight.
Well, we kind of had to fit around a small space. And we didn't get to plan very well because Zeus kind of dropped the ball on telling us that he was even going to be here
I
tonight.
told you yesterday I was gonna be here after my nap.
Which I told them twice you were taking a nap.
Okay,
You were just 3 minutes late.
Technically, I showed up right at 7.
Which is 3 minutes
Which
late.
is
I
too
caught
long.
that.
You
being
didn't-
punctual.
You're usually here like 3 minutes
but
before
not here
7.
quick enough to help us get set up by notice. Anyway, though,
That's what every Mexican does. They show up towards the middle.
the middle.
Yeah, or after everything's being set up. We know.
Yeah, anyway, but before we get onto that, we actually have some gifts from our dear friend, the Black Lily. She actually made this adorable bendy dragon,
Fully articulated.
fully articulated. Thank
Turn up
you.
the volume. They can't hear us.
They can't hear us. You want to turn the sensitivity up on the microphone?
So we had
Because we did turn it down earlier because we were recording.
we had a big F up on Fortnite the other night.
And
If
so
you want to tell them about that and why the volume's way down.
Yeah, okay, so first of all, can they hear us now?
They could hear us before.
Well, see, actually now I'm not sure. But we are picked up and everything?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, over on the Lobalist channel, you'll notice there was a video that went up today. And I don't know how this happened, but the microphone basically had no sensitivity to it at all, and it was just the game's audio. And so we had to sit here and basically edit a whole new video out of that video, sitting around watching it, talking over it like Mystery Science Theater.
No, what we should have done is like let it play for like a good 5-10 minutes, and then been like, "Oh God, I can't hear myself."
It was actually a very important video that we needed up like
Yeah, it
last
was
night.
Yeah. But anyway,
Let me guess,
but
did the sushi put you into a slumber?
No, we found like something really rare on our second try.
so we had to, yeah. But it's also a time-sensitive thing that's like probably not going to be there in a few weeks. So, but anyway, back to my point. No, the Black Lily actually made this for me. It's extremely pretty. I'm sure the camera is not doing it justice. It is kind of fragile, but it's still absolutely beautiful. Great little thing. You can contact the Black Lily over on Facebook or Meta or whatever you want to call it now, and maybe get one of your own. But she also has something else for us to show. We're good? Trying to not get it covered by a sign.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we're going to set him down right there. Don't know if he's still in view. But she also sent me these really cool wands, and they are actually huge. They are having trouble fitting them on the screen. I personally refer to this as my DM pointer, because like this is the perfect length for reaching over a dungeon screen, you know, and be like, hey, move that guy just a little bit. There you go. He kills you, by the way. But yeah, and what's really cool, even though I don't think you deserve this.
Is she just playing the gay frogs with them?
I fucking knew it! I knew it! You prick! See, that's one of the reasons that I'm saying I don't think you deserve this, but she did actually send me 3. And since I have a sinking suspicion that the bishop isn't going to want a witchcraft wand, and unfortunately, Scraps has moved to New York, so I mean, I guess we could maybe mail him one of these. So Zeus,
I'll take a Loveland Frog wand.
would you like one of these wands from my mother, from the Black Lily? And by the way, you can get your own. All you gotta do is find Black Lily over on Facebook or Meta, and I'm sure she can get one right over to you.
They're all handmade, put together.
Mm-hmm. They're
painted.
wax sealed. They are wax sealed, not glue.
I'm gonna take the one with the skull, and I'm a wizard, Harry.
You're a Harry something. I'll give you that.
I'm a Harry Beaner.
Harry, mythical Greek god of douchebaggery. I mean, you can have that one if you want. I honestly didn't want to offend you.
Putting chemicals in the water.
She's also on TikTok. The Black Lily is.
Black Lily on TikTok, right?
TikTok,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah. But anyway, that little bit of shameless promotioning, cheap pop out of the way.
Also, thank you.
Yep, thank you, Black Lily. We love you very much. Always wonderful to get your little knickknacks and things. We're going to be hearing about the goddamn Loveland Frogs all night now because of him. I guarantee it.
I can take them on. I can take them now.
Now you have a butt wand.
It's not
On
a butt
equal
wand.
footing.
They have butt wands. I have a special one. Because I'm special.
Needs, maybe.
You're supposed to say special eds.
Special ed with special needs.
So, anyway, Greek monsters from Ravensburger, Horrified. I love this Horrified series. I will say, I do think this is the hardest of the 3, because there's Universal Monsters, American Monsters, which is cryptids, and then the Greek monsters. And I'm really glad you're here, because I have said a couple times, this is like the Dark Souls equivalent. This game expects you to impress it.
It's the breezy like of Ravensburgers.
Breezy pause. That's a whole other topic. But anyway. Dad says love you and hi. But anyway. So, in this game, there is a civilian population which we must protect from various rampaging monsters, while we pick up items and try to complete objectives to basically banish these monsters. We kind of have a timer, because every time one of us gets knocked out, or if a civilian dies, this terror meter will go up. When it gets to the skull at the end of the track, then screw us, we lose.
It's the mental hospital all over again.
Poor Concierge Bear.
Concierge Bear deserved it.
Concierge Bear was the hero we needed but didn't deserve.
She deserved what happened to her.
She became a tentacle monster.
She deserved it.
I just love the confusion that I can guarantee is spreading through all the people right now. I love our audience, but if you're not making them go, what the hell are they talking about? Can you even say you're a weird podcast show? Anyway, though. But you guys all knew that, because my loving audience is always here every Wednesday night for one side to the other. So we're going to get right into this. We have the Chimera and the Minotaur. And real quick, I think I asked you this over the phone, but I'm going to ask you again. Is it Minnow or Mino?
I think it's actually an American-British difference, because if you remember, Crete, which is where the story takes place, was excavated mostly by the British. And they say Minos and Minotaur. Minos means like bull. Personally, I say a Minotaur because it's less said. I think it sounds cooler, and I think King Minos sounds better than King Minos. But it's really all up to personal preference and if you're British or not.
So it's kind of like an accent thing. It's
Yeah,
tomato.
They
Mino,
lost to a
mino.
bunch of farmers, so they don't get a say.
It's true. It's true.
Well, no, Minos or Minos was also the king.
Yes.
And that's why he's called that, because he was the Tar son of King Minos, or Minos.
Although technically the Minotaur's the son of Zeus.
Wasn't it Poseidon?
It was Zeus.
It was Zeus.
Of course, it's always you a-hole. But anyway.
As a whole.
Shut up. Stop talking.
Never.
I just dethroned the king of Olympus. All my Fortnite fans out there.
reference.
Yeah.
I started saying I've done that on Fortnite. Yay!
Awesome game. But
Check
before we
us out
start,
over on the Lobalist channel.
yep.
I'll
We each
stop
get a
making
blessing
fun.
from the gods to help us out. There you go. And I received the Harvest of Demeter. Each player can draw one item from the item bag and put it into play immediately. What do you got?
Also, our item bag here.
Oh, yeah,
are
so-
really cool bags.
So instead of using like just another deck of cards to draw from, Ravensburger loves to have these bags. And I am slightly disappointed because I think it's the Universal Monsters where it's like an actual cloth bag. And that's really cool, but the other two have this like plastic denim. Feel that.
Yeah.
Like you can tell what they're trying to make it feel like, but there's something about the cloth bag that is just special and really cool. But I still like it. But every player gets to reach into the bag and pull out an item token. Pull out one. And it'll say where to put it. Zeus. I found an engraved gem in the ruins, which is where the Chimera is.
I found a helmet in the gymnasium.
Gymnasium.
This is what I
Bishop.
got.
Portrait.
Zeus can't even be bothered to say anything.
Nope.
A portrait in the necropolis.
Told me to stop speaking, so.
Oh, now you listen to me.
I got a grapevine in the vineyards.
I can't imagine finding one of those there. But,
Or me with grapes.
Could go for some wine now.
so what blessing did you get, guys?
Choose a space with a hero. You may place any number of heroes in that space.
Oh, you can just pull us all to there. Okay, so that sounds like something you can use later.
I got the Speed of Hermes, which lets me move a hero up to 4 spaces. Any hero.
Now, keep in mind, you can cash in blessings whenever you want. So, yeah, save them for when you feel like you need them. I just decided to do the item one because might as well. What'd you get, Bishop?
I got the Speed of Hermes, which lets me move any player up to 4 spaces, same as
Twinsies.
Johnson.
So we could move up to 8 spaces, and then we could all group up.
Technically,
speaking,
yes. Yeah, because you can cash a blessing in anytime except when a monster is resolving their own actions. So, like, if the Minotaur is supposed to move 3 spaces and club somebody, you can't be like, okay, wait, when he moves, then I'll use it. No, the monsters get to do their complete resolution first. You can't interrupt them. Now, before we begin the game, who is the oldest person here?
It's one of you two.
You.
Yeah, I'm, because I was born a few months before you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the oldest, which means that I will be going first, and we will be going clockwise around. So to Sean, Zeus over there, wherever he is, way off in the distance, and then the bishop. Yeah, whatever. So
Are you saying I'm the youngest? Oh, no.
no, you're just the farthest from
Clockwise.
Yeah, you're farthest from me clockwise.
You whippersnapper.
Wish I was the youngest.
He's the youngest. He's only 21. By the way, his birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. No, Mom, before you ask, we did not get him drunk. I specifically kept him safe from Zeus over there.
But not from me. He got trashed.
What?
Jaeger bombs all night long.
And when he
Yeah.
passed out, I came over with the moonshine.
Yeah.
You're looking at me like you don't believe me, but I do have moonshine at that house.
I believe you completely. Honestly, I find it harder to believe you didn't have moonshine. But anyway, so
And it's not moonshine you buy at the store.
I know it's not. You don't do anything legal, Zeus. Anyway, each character has a scroll, and it shows a number. That's how many actions you can take. And I am the ranger. Sean is the actor. Zeus is the hoplite.
Punk rock
And
hoplite.
I am the Marine.
The mariner.
Mariner.
Now, I have a question actually, Sean, and I hope maybe you can answer this. What is unique about a hoplite?
You see, that's what's the cool thing is that they're not unique, actually. They're sort of just the generic soldier. It is, of course, a very important job, and a lot of Athenian people, well, you know, Athens is like the most important place
In the world.
in Greece, in most of Greece's history, so I tend to imagine that this takes place in Athens. So the hoplite, it's kind of just like your civilian soldier, basically, and a lot of people would do it because it puts you in good graces with the government, and, you know, they always need more soldiers. In fact, Greece would actually have, like, play fights.
Oh,
and
the
wars.
mock wars with their
With-
own states.
Yeah, and, you know, people probably did die at that, but, you know.
See, the story I heard is that they would have those kind of mock fights, and they would use copper-tipped arrows, so that when you die, you can give the ferryman the copper tip of the arrow that got pierced into your body as payment to
That's
cross
a-
the river.
Nice gesture, but I think it'd be nicer if they didn't shoot you.
Exactly. Don't shoot people. How's that? Anyway, though, so I have 4 actions, and by the way, there are little checklist cards here. Good. Boogly moogly. I hope that was heard. Did you guys hear that blood-curdling child scream?
Minotaur got him.
Yeah, I thought it was the van that said free candy. I kid you not, someone showed up at the store trying to do that the other day.
Wow.
Wow. Bring the mood down, why don't you, Hasu?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I was going to make a joke, all these kids playing outside when they could be stuck at home playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
They're better off being outside and wasting
Okay.
their time on a horrible game.
Anyway, so I'm going to start. So heroes can move to an adjacent space, guide a civilian to another adjacent space, share items between themselves and another hero on their space. They can perform a challenge to defeat the various monsters. They can finish off a monster and defeat it if the conditions are met. Take the special action, which is their blessing. Everyone has a different blessing. And lastly, they can reveal. They can pay the fee to reveal these location layers that are tied to the different monsters.
I do want to say really quickly
Yes.
that these are not civilians. These are actually legends from Greek history, and it says so on the card, actually. They're referred to as legends.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and then there's the monster phase, but yeah. Which, you draw an item from the bag, you reveal an event, and then the monster carries out their attack. But anyway, so I'm first, and I'm going to use my first action to pick up this sling, which is a value of 2. Just going to put that over on my card.
Also, it's blurry. Hold it farther away from the camera than close, just because of the post.
Right. Well, I mean,
You
that's
don't
why-
know that. I'm just
that's why I
for
have
the
you.
audience.
So I start out in the Forest of the Dryads, which, I'm going to move to this location and then use my 3rd and 4th actions to pick up my mosaic. No, how are we?
Further away will focus it better. There you go.
Yeah, this mosaic, which has a value of 1, and a bust, which has a value of 1. So I now have a total of 4 value. But unfortunately, that's all my actions. So I am going to have to finish. And while you take your turn, Sean, what exactly is a dryad?
Okay, so I can't think of any notable dryads right now, but they're typically represented known as sort of like tree people. Sort of like a person coming out of a tree, more than like a tree that's alive. I can't think of any famous ones, like I said, but there is a famous story involving Apollo, where he's deeply in love with this woman, But she doesn't like him at all, and he just keeps chasing her down. And she hates Apollo so much, she turns herself into a tree so she doesn't have to deal with Apollo anymore. And then Apollo is still so obsessed with this girl that this tree becomes his holy tree, and all the wreaths that his priests and worshippers wear are made of this tree's bark.
Okay. Well, hold on. Before you take your move, I forgot. I'm sorry. The monsters do get to go. So, Mr. Bishop, would you mind taking an item out of the bag and putting it on the board?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're not Mr. Bishop. You're the Bishop.
I'm like, yeah, that makes me think of my dad, who's in the chat right now.
What do we got?
Raiton from the stadium. How do you pronounce that?
It's a Raiton.
Okay.
Stadium.
All right. And now we have to draw an event. It could be good. It could be bad. It's probably bad. Anxiety. Place a monster with the helmet icon in a space with the hero.
Which hero?
The hero with the holding the most items.
They both have helmet icons.
Okay, so we have to make a choice, and because I'm the oldest, I get to make that choice.
Or that quarter that we got that has yes and no on it, we could flip that, one being for one and one being for the other.
I thought you said you weren't going to talk anymore.
But I did.
I know.
In the most inconvenient times.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to decide, and I mean, they both are pretty gnarly. You know what? Do we have that coin? We don't have that coin available. You know what? Let me consult the oracle of the chat. Chat. Real quick, tell me, and whoever chimes in first gets to call it. Should the Minotaur or the Chimera be put on MySpace?
Now, while we wait for chat to catch up, I actually want to talk about a Raiton, because they're really cool. There's a lot of famous ones found on Knossos. So they're like a tall bowl that you would pour a liquid into. It's like a really tall cup. They're typically very pretty, very much prestige items. They're thought to be for libation rituals, so they would pour it out for the gods.
Pour one out for the homies. So it's... Oh, Tara got in first. And
Camaro.
she said the Camaro. So I'm going to assume that she means the Chimera.
Oh, maybe Asterion got a nice car.
Why can't I play the Camaro?
And then, any monster with the goblet icon, which is neither of our guys. So, no monsters activate. He just is with me. Okay, now it's your go.
Okay. I was kind of hoping you'd move the Minotaur so I could snatch up all the stuff at the stadium. So I will use one action.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. I'll use one action to go here, and
That
I'll
is connected, okay.
pick up the
Grapes.
grapevine.
So that's two actions. You still got two, I think.
And then
Now-
one more.
To go back, because, yeah, it's not connected by anything.
And then I'll use my last action to move to the stables.
To the stables, okay. Now, Bishop, if you wouldn't mind giving us a new item.
Oh, yeah, I'm just hogging this over here. I keep forgetting.
It's fine. I don't mind if you're the designated item dude.
Is it just in general?
Yeah, you pull one out.
A bust. Temple of Athena. Where is that?
That's very up in the corner. So, actually, on the topic of that, and I know you got to draw the event card, but I have to ask, because people always talk about the Temple of Zeus and the Temple of Hades and the Temple of Athena. Did they really have individual temples for these? Because I remember hearing something about a building called, like, the Parthenon
Okay.
that was, like, for all the gods.
So the Parthenon is a very special, different from the rules because it's the big thing in Athens. It's what Athens built with the money they stole from Persia after the war. They technically won it was. But they do have individual temples, but some are more important than the others. The Temple of Athena, of course, is in Athens, so it's the big important one. You may remember a giant statue of Athena from, say, the Percy Jackson movies. That was real. The Temple of Zeus Olympius is actually very important because that's where they held the Olympic Games. They had a big cool statue of Zeus sitting in a pool.
If I recall correctly, that was the largest statue ever built in the world at the time.
Of course, it did not survive. Neither did Athena, because Athena was actually made of metal. So whatever times got tough, just pull a piece off Athena, we'll replace it later.
The god would understand.
Yeah, a couple wars later, people sort of lost track. Turkey, all the other wars,
Yeah. Okay, so there are actually these temples. Okay. Because I heard about the Parthenon, which is like where you worship all the gods.
Yeah, that's Athens' special little treat. But I think my favorite temple is the temple to Apollo.
Now, have you ever been to any of these?
No, because I went to Crete. There aren't any temples on Crete.
Okay. But it is time for you to draw an event card and see what kind of chaos you cause.
Despair! Move each monster with the sword icon, so the Minotaur, 3 spaces towards the closest legend. Oh no.
There are no legends in play.
Oh! Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
And then...
never. No.
Any monster with a lightning bolt icon moves 2 spaces and attacks. Does anyone have a lightning bolt?
The Chimera.
Okay, the Chimera can't... Well, I mean, it's right here, so it's going to attack me with 1 dice. So we have these special Ravensburger dice.
Very pretty.
Oh, yeah. These are beautiful dice. I wish they were normal numbered dice so that I could use them in other things, but it's also cool that they're unique. So the little sun icon thing is a hit, which will wound me. The exclamation mark is a special effect that it does, and a blank side is it misses. So, good luck me. That's a hit.
Ouch.
Bugger all. Now, what's cool is I can choose to save myself by sacrificing an item. And I could just be sent to the Temple of Hades, the underworld. But I'd rather stay here for now. So actually, I'm going to sacrifice my mosaic, which ironically is a skull.
Mosaics are very cool and important.
Which means it goes back in the item bag. And I am alive for the moment. Even though the Chimera decided that the Ranger looks kind of tasty. But that is...
heads did at least.
One of them. And that's going to make it Zeus, way over there on Mount Olympus.
I am going...
Now remember, you have 4 actions.
I'm going to grab that thingy that's next to me.
The bow, which has a value of 4.
I am then going to move to Meow.
To the Odidian.
And then I'm going to grab what is over there.
There's 2 more, so that would be all your actions.
Yup.
You found a pan flute and a sling.
The sling kills giants.
Not in this mythology.
Depends on who's using the sling, I would argue.
Yep, and if you have good aim, you can hit someone in the face with a rock, and that still hurts.
Anyway, though, but yeah. So
I have a total of 8 points.
Wow.
yeah, the bow is stupidly strong. But it's time for you to draw an event and see what kind of havoc you cause. Zeus was very good at causing havoc. You want me to?
Yeah.
All right, let me take a look here. Arachne! Arachne has joined the game.
Is that bad?
No, that's good. That's a civilian. And she actually starts on the Odeon.
Where you are.
And then the frenzied monster who has the flame, that's the Chimera, and any monster with the wing icon.
No wings.
Okay, so just the Chimera. He won't move because obviously I'm here. And he gets 2 dice to attack with. Now, on her little stand, Arachne tells us where she wants to go. She wants to go to the Temple of Athena. And if we get her to the Temple of Athena, whoever gets her there gets a blessing from the gods. And also it's just, 1 point of terror that the monsters can't inflict on us. So, good idea to help her. But He's going to attack me with 2 dice. I still have items to spare if he hits me. I'm just afraid of his crit because I don't know what his crit does. I haven't actually stopped and looked.
He got locked down.
And he got a hit and a crit, so I'm going to lose my bust
Sure.
to save
I think
myself.
off it.
And what does his thing do?
Lockdown. Move the chimera to the location with the most items. Place the items back into the bag.
That would be the stadium, because it has 2.
And then they go back into the bag.
So he just decides to stop chewing on me. Thanks for the help, guys, by the way.
You're welcome.
Of course.
And he runs off to the stadium to just destroy stuff.
Bark arms.
At least he's out of the way now.
Yeah, at least he's not near anybody. He has no direct path to anyone.
Can we have the Minotaur and the Camaro fight?
No, they're on the team. They're a team together.
Oh.
That would be kind of cool, though.
That would be an interesting fight.
See, the problem is we don't know how strong the Minotaur actually was.
In my mind, he was locked in a labyrinth, and the only thing he had to eat were humans. And he has a cow's head?
Which is
Those
an
are
herbivore.
grazing teeth. I don't think he was eating them. He was could have drank their blood.
Maybe. See, I still argue the Minotaur did nothing wrong.
He's Greek's version of a vampire.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. Your dad goes and gets so obsessed he decides to not give a cow in sacrifice to Poseidon. So Zeus just suddenly comes... Yeah, Zeus, excuse me. So Zeus comes along and is like, oh, I'll show you how to screw something up. And bibbidi-bobbidi-boo, abracadabra, now you have a son with a bull head.
Hey, should have done a sacrifice.
And come on, he would have been a really cute baby.
Oh, absolutely. Cows are adorable. But anyway, it is the bishop's turn.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on. It won't be that bad.
Oh no. I have 4 actions. 1. I could come here for Arachne. And she wants to go where? Temple of Athena?
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
2. Is it an action to pick her up, or does
No,
she?
she just goes with you.
2. She comes with me. 3, 4. The cockatrice. There is no way.
Nope.
Or not the cockatrice. The
Camaro.
Camaro.
I do really love Arachne's design. Can we show that off to the camera a little?
Yeah, actually the cards might be better at showing it. While we're showing her, why don't you mention a little bit about why our friend seems so unique with her limbs?
So Arachne, depending on what myth you listen to, she's an excellent weaver, so great that she wins all the championships, even when Athena herself enters one of these championships. And of course, in some, she's said to be
How petty she is.
a little braggadocious, She hates to see another girl boss winning, loves to pull up that ladder, Athena. So she curses her to be a spider. Because, spider, they weave the web, it's like silk, she's a weaver. But I really like this design, because she's still a human, but now she has 4 extra arms, so she's still Arachne, 8-legged, 8-armed. But she's still pretty humanoid, and like in most depictions, she's like a big scary spider woman. So I think this is like really unique, and she feels a bit more easy to pity.
Yeah.
I think she looks cool.
Well, that's something I want to point out. In the stories, We're good?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to get the camera to focus.
No. Even if I was, you are the easiest to distract ever.
I'm sorry. I'm
real.
sorry, disembodied hand that's just going onto the screen for some reason.
It's not on the screen.
Oh, you're behind the sign for the chat. I'm sorry.
Ignore that.
I'm
Ignore what we do.
He says that, and then later he gets mad that I ignore him. Anyway, so you moved. It's time to put an item on the field. See, in the other games, you don't get items every turn. You get items from the monster cards.
I got a necklace, Temple of Athena.
Oh,
Maybe she's going there to apologize to Athena?
yeah, she's definitely gonna give her some smack talk. But I like that she's a legend and not a monster.
Legend, Io, to the Temple of Zeus.
Io.
I don't know who she is.
I'm sorry. What? She has bull horns. She has teeny tiny little bull horns.
I guess I could Google her.
Ew. And she's at the Temple of Zeus?
I'm gonna take a guess. She's named after one of the moons of Jupiter.
She's a mortal lover of Zeus.
Nobody? Okay.
I get the...
So she's an ancestor to a lot of the heroes. So she's like Perseus's great-great-grandma.
Okay. Neat. And she wants to go to the stables. But yeah, no, real quick, Jupiter is Zeus in Rome, so in Roman, so yeah, all the moons of Jupiter are named after someone who has something to do with Zeus.
No wings.
No wings. But it's time for your event. Okay. Oh, and
That was the event.
the frenzied monster. Excuse me, because at the bottom here it gives the instructions.
Right.
The frenzied monster and a monster with the wing icon, which is just the Chimera, will move one space towards the nearest player.
Could only move here.
It can move to the gymnasium. And there's no one to attack, but technically it still has to roll its dice, because it could get a crit.
Io feels like she's in a little bit of danger with...
Thankfully there's no one to attack, so nothing
hits.
happens. 2 hits.
Nothing.
The Chimera hits the air. But it's my go. And now that I'm finally not being beaten within an inch of my life, I'm going to use 1 action to go to the Temple of Hades, 1 action to pick up a coin, and I will move back over here to the statue of Talos, and I will sacrifice 3 points worth of items. I'll put those in the bag for me. To reveal what layer is here. And we have the Chimera's Cave.
We found him.
We found his lair. Advance. Put each head to sleep by sacrificing corresponding items. We need to sacrifice 1 orange item, 1 dark blue item, and then a total of 3 any color items to put each head to sleep.
And then once they're all asleep, you walk up to the Chimera, sacrifice a green, an orange, and a blue, and you defeat it.
Okay.
I actually don't remember the myth of the Chimera.
Was it the one that they had to lull to sleep with a harp?
Well, I assume so. Because
Well, you're just no help. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my turn. So it's time for an item to come back into play.
Sling at the Forest of the Triads.
Oh, hey. Nifty.
Get another item when your go comes around again.
And my event card is Chiron at the Acropolis. That's the Centaur. Chiron. Now, he was the actual trainer of Hercules.
Mentor, Jason, Hercules, a lot of important hero figures.
So he was basically the real equivalent of Disney's Philatides.
Yeah, and they all died.
He was actually pretty good at medicine.
These were stories from hundreds of years ago. I would hope they're all dead by now. Where is the Acropolis?
It's the Necropolis. He's right next to the Minotaur.
Oh, crud. He's in the same place as the Minotaur. So the Centaur and the Minotaur could fight. The frenzied monster, which is the Chimera, will move 1 space towards the nearest player or legend in this case, which unfortunately is Io. Oh, yeah.
Chiron.
Oh, there is no path there. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
there's
eye.
no
Good
path.
eye, Sean. And the Chimera is going to get 2 dice. If either of these hit, he's going to die instantly. Nope.
Critical. He moves to the space with the most items.
So the Chimera is going to...
Temple of Athena.
Oh, great.
And destroys the items there. We all wanted those. But at least the character didn't get killed. But that's going to make it Sean's turn.
Okay. Where does Chiron want to go?
He wants to go to the Temple of Nyx.
Okay. So I'm going to use 1 action to go here.
Okay.
So with the speed of Hermes, when I move my hero up to 4 spaces, if I have a guy legend with me, will he follow?
Yes. You can basically grab on, friend.
Oh, should I try to rescue Io then? Because I don't know. I'm gonna go for Chiron. Because he's right next to the Minotaur.
Okay.
I'll use my second action to move here and party up with Chiron. I will then use my Blessing, Speed of Hermes to move 4 spaces.
Plus the 2 that you still have.
He still has 2 actions, yes. So I assume you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Okay, I'll help you out there. So, he gets taken to the Temple of Nyx, so he is safe.
Woo.
He is safe, and you get a new blessing. And I swear if it's the speed of Hermes.
It is the power of Hera. I may place a hero in any space.
So you can just choose somebody and teleport them.
That's even better.
Yeah, actually.
And then I think I have 1 action left.
You have 2.
2.
I'll pick up the Caduceus staff. This is the staff of Hermes, I think?
Yeah, it's the medical staff. The
Symbol of health.
Yeah, and that leaves you with 1 action.
Let's just move out into the battlefield.
Because
Good
that's
place for
exactly
an
where...
actor.
Yeah, that's where an actor would be. But we get an item.
Actors were actually very important in Athens.
Diadem.
A diadem in the ruins. Okay, what the hell is a diadem? His eyebrows.
Oh, it looks like a chariot piece, perchance?
I just like how his eyebrows went. I saw him. I don't know if you guys saw him, but his eyebrows went up like, oh, I don't know what that is.
Putting your brother on the spot like that.
Yes.
Come on, I lick pottery for a job. I don't do anything else. It's a type of crown.
Oh, it's a type of crown. Okay. But you gotta draw an event.
Circe in the vineyards.
Circe.
Queen of witches.
Circe in the vineyard. Well, imagine that, a witch in a getting drunk.
She's Medea's aunt.
Right. Okay, so the frenzied monster and any monster with the leaf. That's
Minotaur does have the leaf.
and the chimera is frenzied. So the frenzy is going to move 1 space towards a victim. The Minotaur will also move 1 towards a
Does
victim.
it say hero or legend? Or does it just
Anyone.
Say any? Okay.
Now it prioritizes players over legends, but anyone it can attack, it goes towards. And then the chimera gets 2 dice. 2 hits, so nothing to worry about. And then the Minotaur is going to get 2 dice.
Hit and a critical.
So he kills Io.
Dead.
Just bops her like a bop-a-mole. Goes
Terror
to 1.
increases.
And what's his crit?
Lost in the maze. Any player must discard a blue or raise the terror level by 1.
Does anyone have a blue that they can toss?
How
Rock,
much
paper?
is your blue worth?
2.
Mine's also worth 2.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. You're blue.
And Jesus is giving up his blue.
His blue item. So we have our first casualty, Io. I'm going to assume she wasn't actually killed in the legends by the Minotaur.
Well, I mean, be a little justified, but no. I don't think the Minotaur ever kills anyone that's named.
Okay. No, Athens just makes sacrifices to King Minos.
They
who
could have just
feed-
stopped sending their kids, though.
Well, then he would have just deployed the Minotaur into... But, you know, we don't have any proof the Minotaur is actually that bad of a guy. That might have actually not worked for him.
Yeah, maybe the Athenians could have showed him how to party. He should have been in the club!
Anyway, Jesus! Zeus, it is your turn. You are at the Odidian.
Move me here.
Odeon.
That will be 2 spaces.
1, 2.
And then move me here with the person.
1, so that's 3.
And then 4.
And you're gonna really?
You stole my spider lady.
And you're literally bringing her to the Chimera.
I can sacrifice things to keep her safe.
This is true, but I still want to point out that the great hero Zeus is like, Come along, innocent woman. Don't mind the giant three-headed flesh-eating monster.
She's giving me a booty call. I have to take it.
I hate you so much. Especially because that fits with the Greek legend theme. Draw your damn event card. Oh, item, Mr. Bishop.
A trident at the lighthouse.
Of course.
Symbol
So
of
good.
Poseidon.
Jason.
Jason.
Lighthouse.
Hey.
Jason is at the lighthouse and he wants to go to the port. Probably 'cause
Fighter or goblet?
both. So the frenzied monster and any monster with the goblet icon.
Just the Chimera.
Of course.
Moves one space.
No, it doesn't.
Uh-oh. No, spider
And it
lady.
attacks twice.
With
No.
2 dice. Now, given how far you away are, I'll roll for you.
Nothing bad ever happens to the arachnids.
That's the whole story.
She got better. Oh.
A crit and a hit.
I will sacrifice both my thingies to Beekeeper said.
You can't stop a crit. You can only stop a hit.
I will stop the hit on her and I will take the crit on myself.
Well, the crit, he teleports to the space with the
Will
most
he go
items.
to the ruins or the lighthouse?
Oh. Chat, we have another vote. Does the Chimera run away from Zeus's horrible body odor to the lighthouse where Jason is, or to the ruins where nobody is?
You say horrible body odor, but I call it all the ladies.
First person to say in the chat, one or the other, ruins or lighthouse, gets to make the call. So anyway, though, so Jason is a real character from mythology. He's not a character made in the movies.
Yes.
Even
he
though
is a
they-
real person. The story to the movies is like semi-accurate. You know, it was the '60s.
I mean, well, everyone takes kind of liberty. Well, to be fair, there are also some liberties you have to take because
Yeah.
translating the original legend.
Especially Greek legends. Like, have you ever actually read Homer?
Oh boy, yeah, no, seriously, guy takes freaking 6 years to tell you about like a 2-day boat ride.
But Jason's very real. But I'm very sad because they left out his very cool wife, Medea.
Oh, they left her out of this game. Yeah, Medea. You've mentioned her a few times.
She's very cool and very famous because she actually has a play where she's the main character and main star. And, you know, she's a woman, and she's actually from Persia.
Huh. And that's unusual for a Greek legend. Most plays would be about a man.
Yes, because of course all the actors were men.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying, the new Julia and Romeo movie, they need to make it accurate and needs to be played by men.
I mean, if you want to get really specific about it, and it was really
Tara says the lighthouse. Uh-oh,
Of
Jason.
course, to where Jason is. Where the civilian is that can be killed.
Wait, doesn't it do the attack and then teleport?
It did the attack. It took your item.
It
and
took
now,
my slingshot! It snapped!
I'm not even going to justify that. Anyway, Bishop, it is your go.
Spider got stolen.
You could steal her back.
Yeah.
One.
That's what he was gonna do, but I guess not.
So 3, you're at 1 more action.
4.
You could use your blessing.
Good. Nah.
Well, now he's out of action, so doesn't do much.
Well, an item goes on the board.
Oh.
Oh, hi, Scraps. We were talking about you earlier.
Cephos from the gaseous swamp.
Oh, a sword.
Yes. I concur.
Hi, Scraps.
Hi, Scrappo. We were talking about you earlier. Your little buddy is on. You're on the table here guarding. I love how he grabbed the knife and he's like just ready to go save Rome.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee
we need
you.
to get him a gat.
I guarantee you, it's because like he thought we were going to go and save Sparta from the Persians, and he just is too embarrassed to admit he made a mistake.
I'm
so he's
joining
just-
the Persian War on the side of the Persians.
In case you
I would
couldn't
do
tell,
that.
Sean absolutely loves the Persians. But it's time for your event card. Why didn't you steal the spider?
He's
I
literally
honestly-
going to get it.
I
next
thought
turn.
you were gonna do that because, like, I figured I can get her there, and then you can just get her all the way there, and that would still leave you with some movement.
We have such great coordination. We're gonna save Greece.
Monster action greed. Place a fern monster on the space with the most items. Discard the highest value items.
That's the Minotaur.
Wait,
It's
let me see. Fern, yeah, okay, yeah. So the Minotaur is going to play on the space with the most valuable item. That's a 2.
1.
That's a
3.
3.
What is that? That's a 3 and a 2. So I think it's here.
A gaseous swamp.
So he goes to the gaseous swamp and destroys everything. That sounds like something that the Minotaur would do, just go on a rampage and go to a swamp. Then the frenzied monster, and any monster with the pillar icon, is going to move 1 space. No, it's not. And then it gets 3 dice to attack.
Poor Jason.
I believe in you.
Come on, Jason could take the Chimera, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Jason is...
Horrific death.
The terror.
Tara! You screwed us! Tara sent...
Why is everybody saying Tara didn't say lighthouse?
She said lighthouse.
Oh, I said lighthouse first.
Well, you're not in the chat. You're not voting. Tara's the one who said the lighthouse.
Good job, Tara.
Good job, Tara. You got Jason from Jason and the Argonauts killed. That's gonna make it my go?
Yes.
Okay, now I have no items. Oh, wait, I forgot my special thing. I get a blessing every time someone dies.
Oh, do you want 2 blessings?
Sure, because 2 people have died. Thanks, Tara. I got...
I hope she's saying welcome.
help me out here. How do you pronounce that? The gifts of...
Hephaestus, that's my favorite god.
He's the Quasimodo deformed-looking one.
Yes. Okay, I actually have to tell this story. So, as you know, Athena is Zeus's son. He's actually, the mother of Athena is actually one of the titans that helped Zeus overthrow his father. But when he thought that she was pregnant with his child, he realized that his child would be the one to overthrow him like he overthrew Kronos. So she tricked her into turning into a fly, and then he ate her because he's a bastard.
Zeus!
But then he got this splitting headache. It was like someone was hitting a hammer in his skull. And one day, good old Prometheus, you know, the guy that stole fire, took an axe, said, "Hey, Zeus, I just figured out a brand new cure," whacked him right upside the head, and out popped Athena, fully clad in armor. That banging in his head was her forging her legendary spear and shield. Well, when Hera saw this, she was pretty pissed off. This guy had a kid without me? What the hell, man? So she was so angry, she popped a baby out. And she was standing up, so the little baby hit his head. It was all broken and messed up. And she's like, "Damn it, this guy's ugly!" So she threw him off Mount Olympus. But good old Hephaestus, nothing keeps him down. Limp leg, ugly baby, nobody loves him. But he was good at one thing, and that was crafting. He became a legendary smith. And one day, he repaid the favor and showed that he's a kind-hearted man and gave his unloving mother, Hera, her own throne. And when she sat in the throne, she was locked into it, and it grew a helicopter spinning, and it flew off with her, and he refused to let her down until they promised him a seat in Mount Olympus.
I was trying not to laugh that entire time. That was the most beautifully told story I've ever.
And, of course, they do agree to let him stay, and he becomes friends with all the Cyclopses down in Hades, and he becomes a master smith. A lot of people give him credit to the lightning bolts. Of course, the Cyclopses helped make those at the official battle, but you know, during affairs.
He was hanging out with his favorite uncle.
Yeah, Hades, the only good god.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Hephaestus is kind of a good
He's
god.
my favorite.
He's good.
And whenever someone draws the Pantheon, they have to be sure to draw one ugly guy, and that's why he's my favorite, because that's how you double-check artists know what they're doing.
Okay. Now, isn't he also considered the god of art? Because he was so hideous, he could appreciate art in a way that
I could see him definitely as the god of craftsmanship, for sure.
So he's kind of like the Saint Nicholas of Greek mythology. Did he ever kick the crap out of a demonically possessed tree?
I could believe it, you know, if you consider Hera.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm just picturing the Go-Go Gadget theme when Hera gets propellered into the sky. Anyway, a hero may give any number of items to another hero no matter where they are. And then I get the intervention of the gods. Choose one. Move any monster 3 spaces. Or send a hero to a space with a monster.
That'll be good for when the Chimera's heads are all asleep.
Yes. I don't have any. Does anyone have any items that I could borrow so I could put the Chimera to sleep, actually?
Let's see. I don't have any orange.
I need an orange, a blue, and then just 3 of any color.
I have a blue 2 grape.
I have a 3 blue diadem.
I have a 4. Oh, I have not.
Yeah, I don't want to waste... Because we only need 1 point of orange.
Yeah.
So I think we should hold out on that until we're more stocked
Yeah,
up.
until we all get more items, and then we can...
Chimera's been trashing all of our stuff.
We do need to mess with him, though. He kind of reminds me of the Invisible Man from Universal, because that was his thing, is he would run around the board and make items go away.
That's my favorite Universal monster.
Invisible Man could conquer the world! I love Dr. Griffin. He is so cool. What's just a wonderful character. But we need a new item. Oh wait, I haven't moved.
Sling.
Oh, yeah, you can go ahead and put it down. I didn't move yet. No, did I? No, I did not. So I'm going to go 1,
Pick it up.
2, put that on my character. And then I'm actually just going to hide here at the statue.
Do you want to sacrifice and put the snakehead to sleep?
I do need a orange. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Yeah, I will use the sling. You know, he's right over here. Am I just doing a David and being like... and just like clocking the thing with a rock and putting it to sleep?
The snake is asleep.
Well, just see what you do is you flip it. See how it's like that?
Flip it over. It's very cute when he's sleeping.
It suddenly becomes a cobra when it's asleep, and that goes back in the bag. But now, because we already put the item down, you know what's funny is actually we keep getting distracted, but that's exactly what I was hoping would happen, because I want the anthropologist to be telling us stories. And I'm just going to say it real quick. You did a wonderful job telling us the story of Hephaestus. I could tell that was a story you loved and cared about a lot.
I hope he's someone else's favorite god now.
Hades is probably my favorite Greek god, just because he's the least dick.
The tax worker.
All right, let's see the event. The event is anxiety again. Place a monster with the crown, with the helmet icon, on a space with the hero that has the most items.
Ooh, that's me.
Okay, is it going to be the Chimera or the Minotaur? Chat, Oracle of the Chat, tell us. Which is it, the Minotaur or the Chimera? Who is going for Sean? We're gonna. Oh, by the way, she said you're welcome for getting Jason killed.
Yes.
If you want to know how Jason's story ends, Medea kills both of his kids because he's a bitch. Woo!
He's sober, by the way, boys and girls. He just has that much energy.
Oh, I should have brought a beer over for him.
No, you should not have.
I said I should have. I didn't.
Good. You shouldn't have. Anyway, though, while we wait for the Oracle of the Chat to decide, the Frenzied monster does not activate, and there are no monsters with the goblet, so no one's going to attack.
Oh.
But we are having to move.
I'm just going to have a brush in.
Somebody's coming at the actor. So far, Tara has been the one to always get it first.
I'm surprised Senior Bishop hasn't said anything.
Oh, Mr. Bishop?
Or Scraps.
Well, he just got here.
Come on, Scraps.
I will say that we did double the amount of players and take away a monster, and we're still kind of getting our butts kicked.
We are 2 out of 7 points, so it's not looking good, everybody.
But we do have the lair found for the Chimera.
We do have the Chimera's lair. We haven't found the Minotaur's lair yet. We saved 1 person.
You know, we're pretty close to saving 2.
But we're 1/3 of the way. I guess a quarter way, because we have to get each head, and then we have to actually go and fight it.
Yeah.
Step.
I guess we do have a step of the Chimera down.
Yeah. We saved 1 person, and we've managed to...
Oh, Tara says Minotaur.
Tara does get in first and says Minotaur. Scraps has a question for you, though.
It is pretty nice. Very pretty. It's a lot hotter than I thought it'd be, but I guess it is summer.
So
I haven't been impacted by the air levels though.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But that is going to make it your turn.
Okay.
And you are staring down a Minotaur.
So I'm going to run to the Odeon, action 1. Action 2, I'm going to take the sling.
Mm-hmm.
And then action
3.
Okay, I will run to the Acropolis. In action 4, I'll go to the Necropolis.
They're not. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, he just put it on the wrong spot. Oh, no.
Yeah, okay, I'm here at the
Yeah, now you're at the Acropolis.
item and then...
Then an event. So watch the Minotaur just goes, no, the Minotaur, if it moves, the Minotaur's going after the sailor.
A necklace at the Temple of Athena.
Hey. And then time for despair. It is Daedalus, statue of Talos.
Daedalus.
Now, Daedalus is actually a really funny one to get here, because as you may know, he's the one that built the maze for the Minotaur.
Yep.
So there's beef to be had.
Oh my.
And he's... the
Apologize.
No, it was a really good pun.
You know,
And
there's
his
actually...
son was Icarus.
Oh, I guess that was the father of Icarus.
Wasn't
I've never
it?
connected. Yeah, it totally is.
The one with the wax wings.
Yes.
Who decided to try and go and high-five Apollo while he was in his sun chariot.
Oh, he was young.
He
So-
did not get his father's intelligence, did he?
Frenzy and Lightning move one space and then attack 3.
That's the Chimera.
Chimera. So the Chimera will move
Could only move there.
once, and then it activates as the lightning. But
And
we
then-
still have to give it the dice attack because it could get a crit. Which it does. I want to point something out. There is only one side of the dice that has the crit mark on each dice.
Oh.
And yet, I don't think there's been a single round where the Chimera hasn't gotten a crit.
Every
It was the
place
first time I
only
attacked
has
it,
one
didn't it?
item.
Oh, it's time for the Oracle. Where will the Chimera go?
Well, which one has the most value of an item?
Probably the Bay of the
Ghosts with the sword that has a value of 6.
What? That's crazy. I
They
thought
said
that was
go
a 4.
there because it has the highest value.
That makes sense.
Every place does only have 1 point. And because we have so many choices,
I said go with that.
Yeah.
yeah, that seems like the most fair answer for the monster.
And now we get an item.
Do we? No.
Yeah, we already put that. I like.
Now it is Zeus's turn.
I am going to grab that item that's right now,
So you've picked up the coin.
which is a value of 1, and this is green.
Teal, green, whatever you want to call it.
So this is one that we need.
No, we need a blue.
No, for
Oh, for later. Yeah, later.
I'm
Then
going
it could be
to.
part of the 3 power.
I'm going to escort the booty call to the Temple of Me.
That's
The spider survived.
That's your
you're not
daughter.
Athena. That's your daughter, who you ate when she turned
And
into
then
a
I'm
fly.
going to pick up that temple. I mean, the whatever's there.
A necklace. That's another teal, and you get a blessing from the gods because you.
Oh God, so far away.
Well, why did you choose to sit?
Move
there?
any monster up to 4 spaces.
You can save that for later.
And then you're stuck at a corner, so if you don't have a power to use, you just go back to the trading post.
What was that? That was picking up one, then moving, then picking up another one.
So you
I'll
have
move-
one more.
I will move over to the thingamabobbers.
Back to the trading post.
Item up.
Item goes onto the field.
Helmet at the battlefield.
I wonder if it fit on the Minotaur. Probably wouldn't with his horns.
Maybe on one horn.
But now, well, he only has 1 horn. His other one's broken. But now it is time for
Whose fault is that?
Havoc. Each torch monster, that's the Chimera, deals 1 damage to each hero and legend on their space. Heroes may discard. Oh, there's no one there. Whew.
Aha! It was a good call to move him over.
The frenzied monster does not act, but any winged monster.
Nope.
There are no winged monsters, so nothing happens. Wow, that was a big nothing burger. I guess.
You're all welcome.
Thank you.
Jason was made of the ultimate sacrifice.
Zeus's ultimate contribution is doing nothing.
Exactly. Hey, no, I recommended him going to the highest value item on the board. And there was no one there.
Mariner, it is your go, my friend.
Did we put a item on the board?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. The helmet.
One, and I'll flip this over.
You need to give a value of 3.
No.
Do you have a value of 3?
Yeah, the engraved
Gem. Oh, that does have 3.
And I have found the Minotaur Labyrinth.
Which we need to build to trap him.
Discard green to place the next Labyrinth token or switch 2 already placed Labyrinth tokens.
Okay. Well, hey, now we're there.
I have 2 green I can sacrifice.
I can use Gifts of Hephaestus to have him send you those items.
Well, he's right next to it, so you could just.
Oh,
take
yeah,
it next
you
to
can,
it.
you can just walk over there. But, you get an item. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you still...
I'll end my turn. And then the Lyre, Agora. Where the heck is that?
The Agora, that's the big town. Agora.
Agora.
Sounds like Agrabah. And it means, it's basically a fancy way of saying like a town center. But, event cards are...
Monster action, cruelty. Discard 3 items or raise the terror level by 1. All heroes may contribute. Move the frenzy marker to the next monster.
So the Minotaur is now Berserk.
Do we have 3 items between us to discard? I'll discard my diadem.
Oh, discard my coin.
I'll throw up the grapevine.
Cool. Okay, and then who activates?
Nothing for the frenzied. The one with the foot.
No one has a foot. The frenzied and no one else. So the Minotaur is going to activate, moving 2 spaces to the close. Oh shit. That's me.
Oh.
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, Oracle of the Chat. We need your guidance. Does the Minotaur attack the Mariner or the Ranger? With 1 dice. Silence, Zeus!
Attack the ranger.
Let's
Attack
leave.
the bishop.
Leave the Ranger. Wait,
Attack the bishop.
you're contradicting.
Or the ranger. Or both.
He can't go both. Oracle of the Chat, tell us who you think it should attack. Should the Minotaur go after the Mariner or the Ranger? The blue player or the green player?
Or the chimichanga.
We gotta give them a minute to catch up. There's a little bit of a delay.
Anarchy. I don't know what
You know,
it
in
is,
the
but I
original
love
myths
it.
for the Minotaur, the maze was originally a dancing path for King Minos' daughter. And she's the one that gives Theseus the ball of yarn.
So he can find his way through the maze.
So she already knows her way through the maze herself, actually. And then, if you want to know how that story ends, Theseus leaves her behind because he's a bastard. But then she gets to marry Bacchus.
That's the god of wine, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Dionysus, actually. Is it Dionysus or Bacchus for Greece? I think it's Dionysus.
It's bastard either way you look at it.
No, Bacchus is cool. He has groups of women, and then they get all crazy, and then they rip animals apart. Because he's also the god of transformations.
And insanity.
And insanity, and partying, and drinking wine. He's also from Persia.
Oh my god. We could be here all night. Somebody please answer. We are
Not
still up.
answering on purpose.
I see people reacting. Ranger, Tara says to go. Why me? Damn it. Don't you smirk. I see you over there, Mariner.
She's your sister and she loves you.
Well, he gets 1 dice. Let's see how bad this goes. I have no items, by the way, so he's going to either kill...
Daedalus. Revenge.
You know, the sad thing is I have to say, yeah, he kills Daedalus as vengeance for making the labyrinth. So the terror goes up to 3, but I get a blessing. Don't know why the ranger gets a blessing every time somebody dies. Harvest of Demeter. Yeah, I'll cash that in now. Everybody, reach into the bag and pull out an item. Zeus?
Oh, let him go first.
The Oracle of Tara has declared.
Scroll at the Acropolis. Where is that at?
Acropolis?
Yes.
What'd you get?
I got a loo.
What'd you draw?
The
Temple of Nyx.
That's the pretty one.
And do you get a draw?
Yep.
Nice. After the Chimera's been doing all that damage, it's good to restock.
I got the bust at the Statue of Talos.
Okay. Somebody needs to lure the Minotaur away.
I can do that actually.
I can move them in 4 different directions.
Whose turn is it?
My turn.
Yeah, that was just me, so now it's your turn.
Okay.
Real quick though, I am going to use my intervention of the gods, and I'm going to throw the Minotaur away where he can't bother anybody.
Okay, I'm going to spend this turn collecting items, and I think the turn after, I'm going to teleport over to the Chimera's area, and then I'm going to beat it. Or you could give stuff Hephaestus it.
Anyway, so what are you doing?
So action 1, I'm going to pick up the scroll.
Right.
Okay, so that's green. And I want another blue item. Action 2, I'll move here. Action 3, I'll pick up the lyre, which will satisfy the Chimera. For action 4, is that a man there? That's Cersei! Okay, I'll put myself right there to keep Cersei safe.
Okay. We get a new item.
She wants to go to Mount Iliad.
The Curus at the ruins.
I get you. Oh, it's armor.
And
And
then
now it's an event card.
despair. It's Hippolyta. She's the leader of the Amazons, and she's at the stadium.
The stadium with the armor.
Okay. Then Frenzy.
That's the Minotaur. And any monster with the torch icon, that's the Chimera.
So they're both gonna move 2 and 2 dice.
1, 2, 1, 2. And then first for the Minotaur. Crit.
Crit. Any player must discard a blue or raise the terror by 1.
I have nothing.
Does anyone have a blue?
Nope.
Ah, my lyre that I went out of the way to pick up.
Alright, now for the Chimera. No one to hit.
No friendly fire.
No friendly fire. Monsters can't fight monsters.
Friendly fire.
Be quiet, you. It is your turn, though.
I will move.
You are currently at the trading post, excuse me.
Over meow.
1.
1, 2, 3,
And I'll pick that up.
4. For a 4 value armor. Sounds about right for a hoplite to wear armor.
Yeah.
Even a punk rock hoplite.
I got a bow and I got an armor.
You're just ready to go to battle, aren't you?
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Wait, item.
Item up.
You know, kind of thing with Tara. Wasn't that a Titan? But they pronounced it Terra?
Yes.
That
Port.
was...
Well, it's T-E-R.
Try to
Yeah, Terra. That's basically the Roman version of Gaia,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So would the Titans have an oracle?
Well, I think if they did, they would.
Despair.
Well, I guess if there was, it would have been the mother who protected Zeus.
Move each monster. Sword. Monster.
Each monster with a sword icon. That's the Minotaur. Oh no.
3 spaces towards the closest legend.
Oh! Bye, douchebags! 1, 2, 3.
That
Oh,
was
no.
Cersei.
Lightning bolt.
Chimera has a lightning bolt. Moves how many spaces?
2.
Come to me.
Attack 1.
1 attack dice. Well, you're so far away. Hold on. Let's see if the Chimera can finally not get a crit.
Well,
I have no items.
Whack.
So I'm
Out of
down.
one.
Terror goes up by 1. And I am technically out of the game while I'm in the underworld until I come back at the Temple of Hades.
Can I sacrifice a piece, or is that too late to do?
Too late to do. You can't interrupt a monster's activation with a hit blessing.
No, I mean Oh no, because no.
Yeah, once the monster starts activating and doing stuff, then you've let them finish. You can't interrupt a monster, even with a blessing from the gods.
But I am a god.
Quiet you. Also, I like the theme that the Chimera is actually guarding its lair.
Yeah.
And sadly, I don't get a blessing when I die, only when someone else dies. But I am technically, I'm out of the game, so ignore me. Until my turn, of course.
Bishop!
That's going to make it the bishop's turn. So, remember how I said that this is like the Souls game of Horrified?
I have a game plan.
You have a game plan. Okay. Is it a good plan?
I think so.
I have a terrible plan.
Shush. I'm not surprised. Where are you? You're at the Minotaur. And you
right
need
here.
green.
If you move and pick up the lyre, I think we'll have enough stuff where Nash is dead right now, though.
I'll be back.
I guess you could use your power on my turn, right?
Yes. Well,
And then we could give everything to me, and I think I could teleport to the Chimera's lair, put the last two heads... Oh, that's all in action, though. Teleport is 1, 2, 3.
4.
So I think it's possible if you get the lyre for this blue 2.
Where are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. You could pick it up.
I still have the speed of Hermes too.
Oh, yeah.
I legitimately forgot about that. I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3. Pick it up. 4. Or 1, 2, 3.
Now you don't have to use all 4 moves. You can just do You could just do 3.
I'll get the lyre for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick that up.
And so I have... That's a blue 2, put the lion to sleep. I'll use my 2 items to put the go to sleep. Caduceus is blue. Give me one of Jesus' golds and one of the greens. Because hero may give any number of items to 1-0, so it won't work.
Unless Jesus goes 1, 2, 3, and gives his items to Bishop, and then Bishop I use the blessing for Bishop to transfer the items to you.
Can I just do this now and go to Jesus? 1, 2, 3?
Yes.
Or
Yes, you can. We haven't activated the monster yet.
Yeah. You can also probably pick up that helmet too with that.
would that allow me to pick that up?
Does it say actions or move?
Move.
Move. Okay, so no.
Dang. So I'll cash that in and go 1, 2, 3.
So a sailor just runs up to the hoplite. Have we actually been on the same space yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because they traded off women.
They passed each other. It's like,
I came and stopped his lady.
so he just comes running up to you. All right. And
Now we place the item and do the monster.
but we're going to do this. We're going to at least...
Because once we take one down,
It should
trickle
be-
down effect.
Copus. Trading post. Where's the trading post?
That's up here.
For 6.
Copus. A 6 value sword. They really value these swords.
I want the sword.
So was there ever like a legendary sword like Excalibur equivalent in Greek?
I mean, like, outside of the gods' weapons, I don't think any weapons are ever given a name. Like, in European folklore, they love to name their weapons, but
Not the Greeks.
not so much in Greek.
Okay. But anyway, now it's time for the event.
Did you place an item?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Monster action Fury. Trigger each lightning monster's special power.
That's the Chimera.
Okay.
So the Chimera goes to the location with the most items. Is there anywhere with multiple items?
Nope.
No.
So it comes and breaks the sword, because it's the highest.
You bastard.
Okay, and then...
The frenzied and the monster with the sword.
So the Minotaur will activate 2 times.
Okay, they each move once.
So he moves once. He doesn't need to move anymore. And then he gets how many dice?
3 dice.
Oh no.
Damn.
Oops.
A hit and a crit.
Ugh.
Which means... So...
Someone about
Hold on. We're not done. Bishop, you have to choose. Oh, that's not you. You have to choose. Do you jump in the way and save Xerxes? Or do you...
That's Cersei.
Cersei. Or do you let Cersei get Bappa mold?
Okay, let me do some math real quick.
Because you can... Oh, you have items. You can sacrifice an item.
But I think I'll need all of them. Well, doing some math right now. The trunk goes there. That's good. Let's go there.
Well,
Okay.
he's thinking out loud. Hope everyone's enjoying the show.
Yeah.
This game is probably the hardest I've played from Ravenburger.
Okay, so here's the plan.
Okay.
I keep myself alive, and so everyone lives, but we let the critical hit go off to raise the terror. Then on Jesus' turn, he'll take the trident from Bishop.
Well, here's the problem. He gets to make another attack roll with the 3 dice after this.
Oh,
Because he's activating once as the Furied and once as a Lightning Bolt.
okay. So I sacrifice... Okay, let's sacrifice the item now.
Okay, so you sacrifice the sling. What about the terror? He demands the sacrifice. Someone has to give up a blue. Or the terror goes up.
I have a blue.
We need both the blues to beat the Chimera, though.
Do we take the terror?
Okay, there's a trident right over there next to me.
2 spaces away.
My turn's next, right?
No, it's
My turn.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'll be back from the underworld.
I need all the actions I could get, though.
Well, if you raise the terror, I'll get a blessing.
Okay, I think
And
we
do you
let...
still have the speed of Hermes?
I have the power of Hera.
Power of Hera. That's just the teleport.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we doing, boss?
I think we let it go up. Get the blessing.
Okay, I get a blessing. And I have the power of Zeus. I can choose a player to get 2 extra actions.
That's enough to pick up the trident.
But now he gets another attack.
We'll just be okay.
How about 2 hits?
Oops. Okay. I will sacrifice my scroll, and then I'm gonna have to let Cersei die.
Cersei is down, and we are at 6. But I get another blessing.
Nothing bad will ever happen again. Another power of Zeus.
Another power of Zeus. And guess what, guys? I'm back, everybody. I was in the underworld. Okay. 1 action. 2 action. I'm picking up the bust that has a value of 3. Who has the most items?
Right now it's Jesus.
Who has a blue item?
I have a blue, and he has a blue.
Who loves me?
Okay.
Because I can put the Chimera in a vulnerable state. I can knock out both its items because I have the bust, which is 3, which will take down the goat. But I need a blue with a value of 2 or more.
Can I just give that to you right now?
We're not in the same space. I'm saying I have to pick. Because I can use the gift of Hephaestus, and have one of you just give me your stuff. But we need a blue 2 value.
Oh.
I have that.
Is your thing blue 2 value?
Mine's 4. But I could teleport Bishop to you, so you don't have to use that power.
You could do that right now. No, that would be. We'd have to wait for his turn.
Yeah.
For him to give me a thing. I say we just do it now. And then Rockstar Zeus can you move 2 and take down the Chimera
Sure.
with your sword, with your bow and arrow and your
He
armor?
needs a blue, but I could teleport to him and give it to him.
Oh, you need one of each. You can teleport to him on your turn.
And give him the item.
Give him the blue item that he needs, because he has a teal. I can see it from here.
Yep.
He moves 2, uses the 3rd to slay the Chimera while it's asleep.
Yes.
That's how we're going to do this. We're going to beat the Chimera.
Okay.
I use the gift of Hephaestus. Pass me over that blue instrument.
Okay.
Liar.
No.
Not you, I'm saying.
I'm telling the truth.
Don't you talk to Bear that way.
More.
I use the lyre to turn the lion head to fall asleep.
So sleepy.
Okay, that's 2 actions. I use my bust, which has a value of 3, to make the goat fall asleep.
So sleepy.
Okay, so all the heads are asleep now. So canonically speaking, there's no way he could activate and go like murder 17 people, right?
Technically
So
speaking,
guess what he's gonna do?
He's asleep. He can't do shit.
He's a sleepwalker and sleep attacker. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm out of actions. I'm tapping
Put
out.
the item.
I need an item. Bishop.
Sling.
At the Odeon. And then, an event. I know it's going to be the Chimera, because that's dumb. Fury. Trigger each lightning monster's special.
Yep, it's the Chimera. He runs away.
He moves to the space with the most items.
They're all tied.
So which has the most value?
Oh, well, this one's a 4. That'd be
This
the worst
one's
one to
a
go
4.
That's a 3. And there's a victim there.
It's fine. I got
The
it.
frenzied monster, which is the Minotaur, and then a monster with the sword icon, which is the Minotaur, is going to not move because he has a victim. Yeah, you see the problem, right? It's all falling apart.
Yeah.
All 3 dice?
All 3 dice. I'm sorry. It was a good run, guys.
Yep.
1 attack.
I sacrifice my Caduceus.
1 more time.
2 critical
Oh!
hits.
Whoa. That's
Oh,
We
no.
now must sacrifice 2 blue items or raise the terror level twice, and nobody has any blues left.
Oh.
We lost.
Again.
We lost again.
We got so close.
We were so close to beating the Chimera. And we still didn't even get started on the Minotaur's labyrinth. Well, we found the labyrinth at the mountain. Damn.
I blame you.
Shut up, Zeus. No, I'm blaming the Oracle of the Chat. Calm down, little guy. Calm down. No. Save yourself. Save yourself, Scraps.
Scraps.
You can't win this
I got
fight.
a Glock for you.
No, you don't. You are not giving him a gun.
I
Anyway,
said Glock.
that's a gun.
Yeah.
No.
I said Glock for a reason.
Damn.
I didn't say the G word. You did.
Be quiet, Zeus. All right, everybody.
So close.
Didn't I tell you this is hard? This is hard. We had him. And what's worse is now, even if the Minotaur had missed both of those swings, there's no direct path.
I still could have done something.
How would you have gotten to the Chimera?
You would have just used all your boons at once.
Oh, use my gifts of Zeus?
And he had a speed of Hermes.
Move any monster up to 4 spaces.
Oh.
Why did you not use that to make the Minotaur go away?
True, because I can't mess with them when they're in their turn.
You can do it during other players' turns.
Choose a space with a hero. You may place any number of heroes in that space.
Why did you not use that either?
I was waiting for my turn.
You could use it any time, just not during the
I
monster.
didn't know that.
Oh, God.
Well, that was fun.
You didn't explain the rules properly.
You didn't even say you were going to be here.
I did too. We talked about this during dinner yesterday.
Oh my
Wait.
God, do you know how many times you have said something and then the next day you didn't do it?
I do that a lot, but I
Yes!
shut up.
This is like the first time you followed through on a promise you've ever made.
That's a lie. I've done that a few times.
See that save he made a few times? A few. Oh, God. But all the same, that was a lot of fun. The
Yeah.
game, it does feel hard and can even feel kind of hopeless, but it never feels like not fun to play.
I feel like they should have done this, but someone should be able to do it to where they play the monster.
Oh, make it like one of those asymmetrical games where one player is the monster trying to screw up a team of people
Yeah.
who are like way weaker.
Yeah. Because I would love to play the monster.
So would I. I'd love to play the monster. I mean, who doesn't want to play as the Minotaur and just play Bop-A-Mole with Greek heroes and legends, right?
Oh, poor Jason.
You deserve it.
No, he didn't. Jason's awesome. Anyway,
But we did
guys,
save Chiron and Arachne.
we did. Did we save anyone else?
Nope.
We
You're
saved a centaur.
Yeah.
Who's Chiron?
Yeah, we saved Chiron. We saved the horse person and the spider person.
The only two worth it.
He's not wrong.
All right, though. But we have you for one more week, don't we, Sean? You will
Well-
be here next week.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you guys say that next week we try one of the other Horrified? Because we've played American Monsters on camera, and we actually won that one
When the hell did you play that?
on Halloween. Like, wasn't it on Halloween? No,
No, it was before that.
it was before that, but we did.
You were there for it, weren't you?
No, he was not.
He was not. We
Uh,
lost that one too.
We lost the first one. We played again, and we won the second time. We've played this one twice. What about next week we play my personal favorite, Horrified Universal Monsters?
You want to do 2 board games back to back?
I mean, you're the guest. Are you down for that?
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell stories about the cinema and the Universal Monsters like you go on about the Greek legends. So, yeah. Next week, Horrified Universal Monsters with Sean Lee Chester, and maybe Zeus will be here. I don't know. We might have some words with him after the show, very violently.
He did nothing wrong.
He
Will
did
be
everything. He did it.
gently introducing a pointy end of steel if someone tries to have words with me into their
Aren't
personal space.
don't you throw lightning bolts at people or something?
Yeah, pointy pieces of steel being introduced gently into your skin is a lot more intimate.
I didn't need to know that about you. Anyway, I have been your host, Kristoff N. Chester. We had the Bishop over in the corner playing the Mariner.
Hi.
We had Zeus playing the role of the world's most helpful hoplite.
Nope.
And of course, student of anthropology from Tulane University, my little brother, Sean Lee Chester here. We'll see you all next week. And as always, keep checking the shadows.